Hello, Dennis. Well, you know, Washington, D.C. might be toasting a new president tonight, but here in Miami, they were roasting pigs and listening to Sinatra and lighting up the sky. This was Super Bowl party night in Miami, and here at Bayfront Park, where all the big hotels are in downtown Miami, every hour on the hour, the sky burst into reds, blues, and, of course, Miami pinks in a fireworks show on the water on this warm or hot Miami night. Underneath the fireworks, going on since dusk this evening, there has been a giant block party, billed as the People's Party. It's free, with 5 stages worth of music. And food of every ethnic variety, kind of like Miami itself. But the ultimate pig out was going on across the bay at the new Stephen Moose Convention Center in Miami Beach. This was Pete Rozell's party for 3,000 of his hand-picked guests, footballers, politicians, celebrities, and it was meant to be gaudy, extravagant, and very prestigious. This is as much as we were allowed to see, but inside, the convention center has been turned into a mini Florida with Everglades, Little Havana. As for food, there was supposed to be stone crab, lobster, roast pig, and of course, key lime pie. All we could see was the flamingo drink, especially concocted for this occasion. But the ultimate event tonight is going on in another part of town, the Miami Arena, just a few blocks from where violence broke out in Overtown earlier this week. Security is very tight, and tickets are $50 a crack. But 15,000 people paid for a chance to see Frank Sinatra. Old Blue Eyes Liza and Sammy, not a bad show. What I was wondering is, Sinatra's performing here Friday and Saturday night. Do you think it's just coincidence that Sunday is the Super Bowl? I don't think so. I think it's good planning. Anyway, that's the latest from downtown Miami for now. Dennis and Elaine, back to you.
Okay, Gary. Thanks a lot. Gary Kalf reporting live from Miami.
Well, it's never too late for a real fan to head for the Super Bowl, and today in Oakland, a group of true 49er fans took off from Miami. They did just that. Randy Shandeville reports.
The word fan comes from the word fanatic. This line is proof. About 350 people waiting in line at Oakland Airport, paying nearly $1,500 each to fly and go see a football game.
There you go.
Thank you kindly. Thank you.
How'd you get your tickets?
Ma town.
Well, we got them at Kezar 40 years ago, and we've been going ever since.
There were a lot of longtime fans in line today.
It's a dream of a lifetime. I've never been to a Super Bowl.
The dream of a lifetime. That's saying a lot.
Yep. It's a dream of a lifetime. I've always wanted to go, and here I am. I can hardly believe it.
Les Boatwright was such a die-hard fan that his sons are taking him to the Super Bowl, even though Mr. Boatwright is dead.
Lifetime 49er fan since we lived right above Kezar when I was born for 2 years. I was raised on the 50-yard line. And he died on Monday with 2 Super Bowl tickets from Joe Robbie in his pocket on his way to the bookie.
So what's going to happen now?
He was cremated yesterday after the services, and my brother's picking up his ashes this afternoon, and he's taking a flight this evening. And we're meeting in Miami, and we're taking my dad to the Super Bowl on Sunday.
There is something about Super Bowls that causes fans to lose inhibitions.
Icky's not going to do it, I guarantee it, okay?
It's not just icky shuffle fever, it's dress strange fever.
Now those are nice earrings.
Thank you.
Yeah, where'd you get those things?
I got them for my birthday in October. They were given to me by a very nice friend.
Do you wear them all the time or just on occasions like this?
I wear them every chance I get.
What is there about sports that makes grown people dress like jerks?
It's not grown. It just brings the kids out and us older people, that's all. Yeah. You're as old as you feel.
You're paying for a charter flight, you've got a hotel, but you don't have tickets.
No tickets.
Well, why are you going?
I love the Niners.
Well, what are you going to do without getting into the stadium?
I'll get in.
How'd you like to be a flight attendant and have to serve this bunch cross-country for 5 hours? If you're watching all these lucky folks and getting a little bit green with envy, just remember this. The latest weather forecast for Miami is for cool weather and rain. It'll actually be nicer here this weekend. In Oakland, Randy Shandeville for the 10 o'clock news.
In Chicago today, a skillful pilot was credited with averting disaster as an engine fell off his 737 jetliner. The pilot of the Piedmont Airlines jet guided his plane to a safe landing this morning at O'Hare after one of the craft's 2 engines broke loose from a wing. One witness said the engine dangled for a moment before tearing completely free and falling to the ground. The incident occurred just minutes after takeoff. Federal investigators said the pilot knew only that he had lost power on one side, quickly brought the plane back to the runway. A Boeing spokesman said it was too soon to tell what caused the problem.
A little later on in sports, Mark Ibanez gets the exclusive inside story today on Jerry Rice's ankle.
And Pat is up next. He's going to tell us everything except the weather in Miami because Randy has already done